Today we have something truly special to share with you. We're taking a look at the Highboy Titan Pro electric scooter. Now this beast of a scooter is specifically designed for off-road riding, capable of tracking through tough terrains with ease, but also makes for a great everyday scooter. The Titan Pro features a dual 24-watt brushless DC motor that's able to deliver enough power to bring you up to 32 miles per hour and a range up to 40 miles. So let's go ahead and explore why the Titan Pro is the ultimate choice for off-road enthusiasts as well as adrenaline junkies. So this did come in a pretty big box, a little bit over 76 pounds I believe, but inside the main box you also have the original packaging for the scooter. So as you can see, just the dimensions there. Net weight is 61, that's the weight without the box and the packaging. Everything put together, the weight is 76, and you can see the size, the dimensions, 47 by 10 by 22. So pretty large. The motors are going to be two 1200 watts, max speed 32 miles per hour, range up to 40 miles, durable suspension, as well as dual disc brakes. As far as the unboxing, mostly everything was already put together, guys. You can see the scooter is about 90% intact. We have some accessories taped in various places that I'll go ahead and go through with you. So first we're going to have a set of keys. Yes, this does require keys in order to get the scooter up and running, and we'll go over that here in a little bit. We also have the rear fender, which we will have to install. Of course, this is going to be an optional piece in my opinion. You have the locking mechanism for the fold-in neck, and we'll go over that. And we have the actual neck where the handlebar is going to connect. In the box, we also have a multi-tool, and I am a big fan of this. Never seen one this well put together. Not only does this have Allen keys, it has screwdrivers built in, also has wrenches and sockets and just everything built into one kit. So definitely this is something I'm going to keep close by me, and I can see me using this on a daily basis. Shout out to Highboy for including this in the package. All right, we also have some accessories. We also have a user's manual. This is going to tell you everything you need to know about the scooter. And we have the charger, and you can see it does have simple instructions. Red means it's charging, green means that it's fully charged. So as I said, this is 90% put together. First, we're going to go ahead and get the handlebars on. What we need to do is use this portion right here to connect the main handlebars to the stem. Like I said, everything's provided as far as the bolts, the tools that's needed. Pull those 4 bolts out, put the handlebar in, and tighten them back up just to make sure you can adjust them to your comfort. Pretty straightforward process, took about 2 minutes. So next we need to put the lock-in screw for the folding mechanism of the main stem. So you can see how it folds here. All you need to do is put the screw in. You can see it has 2 grooves, top and bottom. Those will actually fit into the scooter and keeps the handlebar locked in place. And that's how you'll go ahead and unfold it. You screw it out to get it unfolded when you want it to make it more portable. So next we have the rear fender, 2 screws in the rear suspensions. All you need to do is remove those, put them back in, and you're all set. Like I said, this is one of those things that it is useful, but I can see where someone would want to remove that. After this is all said and done, the last thing to do is just charge the scooter up, and we're ready to go ahead and give it a test. So let's quickly go over the scooter. So first thing you'll notice that these do have single-sided swing arms for the wheels. So the front is going to be open on the left side, the rear is going to be open on the right side. Nice look in my opinion, just how it was done and how they integrated the suspension. Okay, so shock absorber spring is going to be in this area, and it's going to be back here in the rear areas. So this is going to give you bounce, rebound, and compression. While we're down here, nice little design on the wheels. Now these are sporting 10-inch off-road tires, and these are meaty. As you can see, a lot of tread on them, both in the front and in the rear. And it's also going to have double disc brake in the front as well as the back. So while we're down here, we do have some lighting on the front and the back, and I'll show you how those look in a little bit. You can see we have white LEDs on the front built into the actual platform. Normally we see it somewhere up there. For this design, they went ahead and built them into the platform, so you can see them tied in right there. So it's going to be red. For the brake lights itself, it is going to give you a flashing effect when you hit the brakes. Really done well, so whoever's behind you will definitely see when you're planning to stop. Now this is IP54 as well, so on the back we're going to have the charging plug
have a rubber piece that goes in there to kind of protect it from water getting in. So when you're done charging, go ahead and secure that, and it should give you some protection. So also on the back, we're gonna have our mud guard, rear fender, keep the dirt, rocks, mud off of you. We also have a rest stand right here. Now this is designed essentially to rest your foot on, so depending on your riding style, you can put your foot back here just for extra stability. So nice cable management, wire go all the way down, hidden inside of the actual frame. Now when we come up top, we do have dual brakes, rear and front. These are adjustable as well, so you can adjust it to your liking on both. And we also have built-in brake switch for both brakes, so no matter if you hit the front brake or the rear brake, the light should go on no matter which one you hit. Now coming to the front, nice grips on the handlebars, well done in my opinion. On the left side, we're gonna have our light switch, so this is gonna turn the light on and off. We are gonna have a motor switch, so what this does is switch between dual and single motor. So when you switch between dual and single motor, you feel that kick, guys. It is pretty amazing. Now up top, we're gonna have our battery indicator. It is quarter, so 100%, 75, 50, and all the way to 25%. So nice indication. 25% is going to give you a red indication. So we do have a key. Key is needed to get the system on. Push it in, turn it to the right. That switches the system on. And then you can go to the LCD and power the rest of it on. While we're here, we do also have the accelerator, which is a push thumb system, which I prefer over the twist. Just less stress on your wrist or your arm, just getting this thing up to speed. And the last thing we're going to talk about is the LCD. Push the power button. You can see that will turn it on. So it gives you some information on here. So we do have 3 speeds on here. You can see 0, it's not going to give you anything. When you go to 1, you have the first speed, second, and third. And of course, this is going to vary as far as acceleration depending on which riding mode you're in. You also have your speedometer, your run time, and you have your distance travel. So we'll be testing this in a little bit just to see if this is accurate, so stay tuned for that. We'll be mounting our GPS just to see how fast we're traveling. And this also has cruise control, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Notably, what's missing on here is a horn, so let me know what you guys think. Is a horn needed for a scooter of this caliber? So here's a look at the actual brake light, and you can see both of them really bright. Hit the brakes, you can see it flashes, and like I said, it doesn't matter which brake you hit, front or rear, it will go ahead and give you a flash. Of course, we can hit the light button again. You can see that turns it on, turns it off. And like I said, well done in my opinion. Now let's talk about the platform a little bit. So the platform is a little bit different than what we're used to. Normally we see a platform that's a little bit longer, maybe not as wide, but this one did it a little bit different. This one, you're gonna notice, is gonna be a lot wider and a lot shorter. So the good thing about this is that with this setup, you can essentially put both feet next to each other and still ride with no issues, with a lot of space to spare, as you can see there. So enough about that. Let's go ahead and take it for a ride. All right, y'all, got the GPS hooked up on my phone. Go ahead and turn the system on. Full battery, as you can see there. We'll start off in mode 1. And let me start off in single motor. So one thing I think should be mentioned is that with these buttons, it would be nice to have an indication of which mode you're in, because really you don't know which if you're in single or double motor until you hit the gas. So you either feel the power or you see the front wheel spinning. As far as the accuracy, I'm at 11, both on the phone and on the actual LCD. So that's at least a good sign, just that both are in sync. We've seen that issue with some other brands where the GPS is way off. You really need another GPS just to kind of measure the actual speed. So both at 11, we're in mode 1, single motor, maxes out at 11 miles per hour. Let's just switch into double motor in mode 1 and see if that makes any difference. All right, so double motor doesn't make any difference. Let's go ahead and we'll try mode 2. Mode 2, single motor. The first mode maxed out at 11. Now we're at 20, 22, 20 or 22 miles per hour on mode 2. Let's go ahead and we'll try mode 3. And this should take us all the way up. We're at 24. Looks like we're at 24 miles per hour. What I'm gonna do is go to, so we're at 24 miles per hour. Let me switch to dual motor on mode 3 and just kind of see the acceleration difference. Holy. Wow. So that actually took me up to 29 in a very short distance. So let me get on the straightaway and kind of see where this thing maxed out. Just for reference, 6 feet tall, about 220 pounds. Right now I'm in the 3rd speed, single motor. And look like I'm about 21. So let me hit the double motor and see if that makes a difference. Oh yes. Oh yes, you can feel it. 32 miles per hour on both. So, woohoo! I'm almost going faster than the cars on the road. Woo! Oh my God, this thing is fun. So, can confirm 2 things for sure. One, the speedometer on the actual LCD is spot on as far as it just being where my GPS is. And 2, it does max out at 32 miles per hour. Also, the single motor and the double motor is going to give you different speed. Maybe not in 1st or the 2nd speed mode, but when you get into that 3rd speed mode, you're not going to get 32 miles per hour on the single motor. You need to kick it into double motor, and then that thing just really kicks. So as far as the cruise control, pretty straightforward. All you need to do essentially is hold this down button and it will turn it on or off. So give it a press. You can see now it start blinking. So how this works is once you hit that top speed, whatever gear you're in or whatever riding mode you're in, right now we're in 2, whenever you hit that top speed, which I believe is about 20 miles per hour, will maintain that speed. Within here, you can still change your modes, and the cruise control will disable once you hit the brakes while you're driving. So pretty outstanding. Again, to turn it off, just kind of hold this right here. And you can see it goes away. So we got some off-roading that we're going to check out. I'm going to take my phone off just so I don't lose it, but let's go ahead and we'll check that out.
right, so let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons of the Titan Pro. So as far as some of the cons, no horn there, which me personally I don't care about, but I can see where someone else might want to add this feature to a scooter of this magnitude. Also, one of my biggest concerns is the folding mechanism. I do feel like over time that screw will either wear out or something will happen where the threads will be messed up, and that will essentially eliminate the ability to fold this and transport it. Another point of concern is that while it's folded up, there's no way to lock the handlebars, so no way to carry it. And also when you put it in a vehicle in the trunk, you can hear the handlebar moving around. So for me, if I'm not transporting it, most of the time it is going to be just fully put together. Besides that, this is a great scooter. I love the fact that it starts out real mild, single motor speed 1, but when you really want that adrenaline rush, you can kick it up to your dual motor speed 3 and you can really feel the kick. Great for off-road, as you can see. Even myself at 220 pounds, 6 feet tall, I was able to take it off-road, and I didn't take it easy on this, and it did really well. Again, big shout out to Highboard for sponsoring this video. I'll leave a link to their website. Don't forget about their Father's Day sale happening now. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.